If you've done any research online about where to form an LLC, you've seen tons of recommendations that Wyoming is the place to form it. And Wyoming is the #1 state for LLC formation for a reason. Easy, cheap, great asset protection, and privacy. A Wyoming LLC is a great tool, but like any tool, you have to know when to use it and when to use a different tool. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to tell you why everyone's raving about Wyoming LLCs, who should consider using one, and who should probably pull a different tool out of the business toolbox. Keep in mind, this is not legal advice. Every business is unique. Consider your own needs and consult a business professional. An LLC is a limited liability company. It's a business entity that separates you from your business. It protects your personal assets from business debts or lawsuits. It also keeps your taxes simple. No double taxation like in a corporation. You get the liability protection like a corporation, but no endless headaches of compliance and paperwork. So if your business gets sued, they can take your business assets, but they can't take your home, your car, your savings. That's the shield an LLC gives you. You can form an LLC in any state, but Wyoming stands out as the most LLC-friendly state. Here's why. First of all, Wyoming created the first LLC in 1977, and they've perfected the laws around these business entities, while all the other states are playing catch up. Second, unmatched privacy. Wyoming doesn't put your name in the public record. Compare this with other states like California or Florida, where your name is on your business public records. Third, superior asset protection. Wyoming extends charging order protection even to single member LLCs. Let me explain that in plain English. If you get sued personally, creditors can't just seize your LLC business assets. The court can give them a charging order, but that means they have to wait for distributions. They are not awarded controlling interest of your LLC, and they can't make you do these distributions. That is a charging order protection. Wyoming is the only state that allows this for single member LLC. Even for multi-member LLCs, Wyoming's charging order protection is the best in the US. Fourth, there's no state income tax, so more of your profits stay in your pocket. Fifth, Wyoming has among the lowest formation costs for an LLC and the lowest annual compliance costs. The Wyoming state fee to file is $100 and $62 per year for the annual compliance. So a 5-year total, about $350. Compare that to Delaware, it's $90 to form, but $300 per year. So 5-year total, $1,590. California, $70 to form, but there's also an $800 franchise tax, even if your LLC isn't making very much money. So a 5-year total, over $3,000. Nevada, $75 to form, but costs about $850 a year to maintain it. So 5-year total, $2,500. So Wyoming wins on cost hands down, and superior privacy, superior asset protection. So sounds like a no-brainer to form your LLC in Wyoming, right? No, not exactly. Here's where it gets tricky and where some people will make a mistake. If you operate a physical business in your home state, it is almost always cheaper and simpler to form your LLC in your home state. The reason why, even if you were to form a Wyoming LLC, you would still have to register that LLC as a foreign LLC in your home state. So you actually end up paying for the Wyoming LLC and for registration of a foreign business in your home state. So that means if you had a coffee shop in California, if you had a Wyoming LLC, would have to pay Wyoming's fees plus California's fees. Now there's double the paperwork, double the compliance, and a slightly higher cost. A Wyoming LLC is not a lot of money to form or the annual maintenance, but it does add some complexity and cost. It does make sense for some people though. There is an advanced strategy using a Wyoming LLC as the parent holding company, but talk to a tax professional about this, or a business attorney, because it does require professional help to set up. In general, the rule is simple. If you have a location-based business, form your LLC in your home state where your business is. Also, skip Wyoming if you're a startup hoping to raise venture capital. They want to see a Delaware C Corp, not a Wyoming LLC. So who should use Wyoming, or at least consider it? Basically, anyone that doesn't have a physical location-based business should consider a Wyoming LLC. One really common use case is international entrepreneurs, non-US resident entrepreneurs trying to break into the US market. The Wyoming LLC really shines here. If you're trying to break into that US market from abroad online, then Wyoming is probably your top state to consider. No state income tax, great privacy, great asset protection, low cost. Combine that with a physical office address in Wyoming, and you have the start of a great application for banking and payment processing. At Micro Office Solutions, we're building affordable micro offices for just that purpose. Click the link below to find out more and get on our founding client list. We're opening Q1 2026. Next use case, US residents with online businesses, non-location dependent. If you run a fully online business, consulting, e-commerce, software as a service, then you don't have a physical location. So having a Wyoming LLC makes perfect sense. You can operate from anywhere, keep costs low, and keep your privacy. Number 3, single member LLCs wanting maximum asset protection. If you're the sole owner of your LLC and asset protection matters to you, Wyoming's charging order protection for single member LLCs is a significant advantage over other states. It's also great for location independent professionals like truckers, owner-operators, professional traveling nurses, or other professionals that are not tied to one certain location. Wyoming gives you low cost, great asset protection, and privacy without the complications of picking just one state when you work in many. And finally, that advanced strategy that I mentioned. High net worth individuals, or those with high liability businesses, sometimes use a Wyoming parent LLC to own the day-to-day LLCs that are operating in the states where you own your business. This creates layered asset protection, where your Wyoming holding company holds the valuable assets and your LLC in your home business state handles the day-to-day. It's complex, requires professional setup, and is only really useful for certain situations. The truth is, Wyoming LLCs are very useful, but not for everyone. Not every problem is a nail that needs a hammer. If you're an international entrepreneur, or you're in the US but you have a location independent business or a digital nomad, then Wyoming could very well be a great choice for you. But if you're living and you have a physical business in your home state, then a Wyoming LLC may just add complication and cost. The best choice is usually to form your LLC in your home state where your business is. And the advice you hear online saying a Wyoming LLC is flat out the number one choice for everyone is wrong. Every business is unique. Don't follow generic advice. Make the decision that's best for your business. If Wyoming does sound right for you, we help legitimate businesses form a Wyoming LLC and offer affordable micro offices that give you a legitimate address. That really helps with banking applications and payment processor applications. We're opening in Q1 2026. Click the link below to get on the founding client list. You can get priority access and special pricing. And if you're not really sure if you even need an LLC, watch this video next.